Dun 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 dun.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh hell no.
Wahaha.
In.
You got to get that on the soundboard. Wahaha. From Rixie, this is Debuff, and I'm your host, Steve Skeels.
Okay, welcome back. We're back. Hello. We're in.
We're in the mix.
In the mix. Is this allowed? Is this allowed? Poppy. How's it going?
Good.
What do you got there?
What
What do you mean there?
Chromebook. Do we want to?
Do I have that? What do you mean there? I do.
What do you mean there?
Yeah.
Just get into it.
Oh,
All right, Sean, you good?
just do it.
Yeah, we've been in.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going? How you
going
doing?
well.
I mean,
How's
it's
work?
great, dude. Work
Work
sucks.
Work sucks. I know. Blink 182. Let me start a timer. It's been
You'll
going for
be
32
at
hours.
my
That's
job.
good. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, it is 32 hours. Let's stop that. Let's reset that. We're having a gas shortage right now. We're recording this on Tuesday. We usually record on Monday. We're having a not global.
East Coast.
It's only East Coast. I didn't
Well,
know that.
Yeah, well, I think that's the one that's been the most affected.
Yeah.
Because somebody hacked
the pipeline,
Somebody
dude.
hacked the pipeline, dude.
They hacked into the
Dude,
They
mainframe.
were
send
just
it-
like,
they-
stop the gas.
yeah, they sent the DDoS attack, and they're holding the gas for ransom.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because it was like 5 days ago when that happened. Now, as of today,
Oh,
recording.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's people have gas still. It's just that, and I think there's a shortage of truck drivers for gasoline. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'd heard about that at least recently. But yeah, so
True.
someone at work said it at lunch. They're just like, hey, if you go up that way, it's like popping. And then I checked the gas station nearest work has a Facebook page. And I just popped in to see, and they're like, yeah, we're out of gas.
The
And
gas station has a Facebook page?
yeah, they're like a local.
Okay, I was
like a small. It's not like an Exxon.
dude, you following up with fucking Exxon?
no,
Dude,
no.
I got stuck.
On
I got
Facebook.
stuck behind people trying to get into the one over here.
Yeah.
I saw those photos.
Yeah, so I saw other people were saying stuff like Matt messaged me and was like, all of the gas stations
Yeah.
in town are like into the road.
Well, dude, the funny thing is that I was on E. I've been on E for a day or two, and I don't drive as much now. 'cause I
Running
work
on
from
empty.
home. I'm running on empty.
Food
Game
review.
reviews.
Oh, I
Uh-huh.
don't know why. I thought it was a song. Running on empty. Is that
Shout
a
out to
song?
Review Bruh.
Is that a song? Yeah. Shout out Review Bro. And I went to the store. I went to Exxon to like pick up gum for Maddie, and I totally could have gotten gas. And her mom texted us and was like, "Hey, there's a gas shortage," and I was like, "No way." But she was totally right, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't believe you," because then you texted me with those photos, and I was like, "Shit, I should have gotten gas."
Yeah, well, someone at work, I kind of forgot about the like pipeline, and dude at work was like, yeah, this gas station's out of gas if you're gonna go up that way. So like, you get your gas elsewhere, go whatever. And I was like, okay, dude, one gas station's out of gas. Like,
okay, dude, like
I
whatever.
was like, I don't think it's really a big deal. And he's like, no, you should probably get gas. I was like, okay. And then I heard about it later, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh shit.
Well,
yeah.
maybe it'll be nice, dude. I won't be able to go to work.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody was like, okay, so if I just run out of gas tonight,
Can't drive to the
Dude,
office.
that gas station pipeline was like, oh, there's a train.
it was like,
It was like
Steve.
Steve.
they're calling.
So-
This hasn't happened since 1970, I don't think. Man,
Well-
that's a loud train today. I feel like it's even louder than usual.
But people weren't hacking into the mainframe back then.
No, they weren't. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Did you see? Did you feel like the prices were higher?
Dude, I didn't look at any gas
I
signs.
wasn't sure. It was like I have to use premium, so it was like $3.45, which is kind of
rough,
a
bro.
dagger. Dude, do you remember in high school when it got to like $4.10?
No,
Do you remember that?
I don't even know if I was buying gas.
Yeah.
I told
It's
Sean about this
crazy.
the other week when we stopped to get gas. But the guy
Yeah.
on TikTok, Jay something, the dude that's always talking and like
He's
never
like,
blinks.
I never seen two pretty best friends.
Always
Always one of them
got-
got to be ugly. You know what
know-
I'm talking about?
No, show me it.
His name is like it's Jay.
Do I
something.
know it, but I don't know it?
Yes. Two pretty
Show me that jump.
best friends. You seen this guy?
I ain't never
Oh
What's his name? So we can shout him out.
no, we do not want to shout him out, dude.
Come on.
He is
Dude,
bad
Kurtis
news.
Conner made a video of
Yeah.
it. I'm terrified of this man. It's
All
the
right.
title of the video.
What joke did you just make
So
Me?
about him?
no,
What was the reference?
what I was gonna say was that when he had a video where he was like, "I never look at gas prices. What am I gonna do? Not get gas,
Dude,
And I thought it was so funny, and I saw it in
That's a good point.
somebody like stitched it with him and was like, I think he just explained what is it, an elastic good or whatever. I don't fucking
dude, you know DJ Bitch Tits on Twitter, right?
Dude, he's one of the OGs
Yeah.
of weird Twitter.
He posted that and was like, dude, he's got a fucking point.
Yeah,
like,
He totally does.
Someone was like, when did he get
he's
so
a
fucking
douchebag.
woke?
He's
Yeah,
a total
no,
douche,
he is,
but like
that
is
was
a
really
great
funny.
point.
It's just so because everybody's always like, you see the gas price, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I still got it.
Well, the joke I was making to Maddie about it when we were sitting in line at the gas station, I was like, "This is how Mad Max starts. Is
Yeah.
the gas wars. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like is that what it was about? I feel like
Dude,
it was
I
like
don't remember.
kind of gas and water as well.
I've only seen Fury Road, if I'm
It was
being
like-
honest.
Yeah, it was like a monopoly over like who owned the water supply and the gas supply, and I was like, I tweeted about it, didn't get any likes or retweets, which is par for the
It
course.
happens, yeah.
I said the gas wars are beginning. Like, pick a side, and so it was kind of interesting. But yeah, we were here for the gas war. What's actually going on that people want to hear about?
We could start off since we just watched it fresh in our brains, Sean. You just watched at least for the first time.
yeah, I mean, I heard about it. I figured it was something similar to what PlayStation did with Dreams, but
Yeah.
it seems like it's a little bit more refined than maybe what Dreams was, because
Well, I'll say two things about that. One, we're talking about Nintendo announced Game Builder Garage,
Game Builder Garage.
which is like a game for people to, it looks like, pretty, I don't want to say easily because I don't know exactly how it's going to work yet, but to be able to program games, and it's cool. And yeah, Sony released Dreams officially last year, I think, which
Yeah.
was
That kind of took the internet by storm for a few days, I feel like.
yeah. And part of the weird thing about that was like, I think a lot of people in the industry had gotten like early access and like it was working for a while and they finally put it out. I do think I had heard that it was pretty complicated to get down, but it was like very robust, I guess.
Yeah,
And-
well, it's endless possibilities, really.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the only question I had. I had a few thoughts about it, but one of my questions was, they say that you can make games, but they didn't really explicitly say like you can play other people's games. Now I assume that is like I assume it's to be assumed, but they don't actually outright say that you can play other people's games.
yeah, and to be honest, I didn't like look it up. Probably should have. I'm trying to read here to see.
I tried to look it up
Um,
and I couldn't find anything about
There's
it.
no way that they wouldn't let you, because that's like kind of the whole point, is to share what you've made. Because honestly, I might pick this up just to play other people's
Yeah,
games.
absolutely.
Because I wanted to get Dreams, but when I had been over to a friend's that was playing it and showing me some of the stuff, it was kind of cool. And I know people have gotten better now, but I don't know, something about having that on the Switch. We're all big Switch fiends, so I feel like it'd be really cool just to see.
Well, you know what it reminds me of, and I feel like you guys are gonna be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" It has the same color palette and the same idea as Super Mario Maker,
yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's what's
It's
cool.
yellow.
Yeah,
and so if it's anything like that, then you can play other people's games.
yeah.
But they haven't addressed that, and I feel like if it was something that they were gonna push, they would say that, and I almost wonder if they're still trying to figure out if it's like easy to do, you know?
Well, I think the biggest, knowing Nintendo, the only thing I would worry about is if they were afraid people would put like inappropriate
Yeah,
content out or
that's a
whatever.
good point.
Because with Mario Maker, maybe it's harder to, but I don't know. I feel like they have to. There is I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's no way they wouldn't. There
You
are
have to, yeah, because I don't think they would just make a coding game like for you to just make your own and not see other people's creations.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I feel like it's
just
a
hasn't
really
been
cool
addressed.
idea, and I'm glad to see there's stuff like that. There's a RPG Maker.
RPG Maker, yeah.
I think there's one on
I think I have
Switch.
that on
There's
DS.
one on Steam.
There's a ton of them. I don't know what number they're at now, but that's a really cool idea. That's what Undertale was made in. There's a lot of games that started there, a lot of indie stuff where it's just a simple setup that you don't actually have to like know BASIC or C plus or Python or whatever the fuck people are doing. So I don't know.
Like, why was that so loud?
No,
I just think it's neat that they're putting stuff out. Like Nintendo's, we love it, but it definitely has more marketability to younger kids and like family oriented stuff. And I think it's cool to see that out there because Dreams was pretty popular on the internet, but I don't see children picking that up and trying to learn.
Yeah.
So
it seems like such a great, it's just a canvas for people to make cool shit. I had something interesting. I don't know if you guys heard about this. So did you hear, first of all, that Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance was coming on the 7th of this month?
Yeah, the remaster.
Did you also hear that the Switch port got postponed because there was some issues with the eShop?
No, not surprised though.
Well, so I found out about it on, I think it was like Saturday, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's past the 7th. I can buy it right now.
You couldn't.
And
did you play Dark Alliance? I thought you were saying
I played Dark Alliance on GameCube.
Okay, because that's the it's more the like Diablo style, like hack and slash.
Dude, there was something about Dark Alliance that was just like, it wasn't, because I feel like Diablo is a little bit more involved, and Dark Alliance to me, I remember was very like you said, hack and slash. It was kind of like you were kind of, it was kind of that, not top down. What's the one where it's kind of isometric? It's kind of the isometric look, but it was like you go in the sewer and you kill rats with a sword, and you get a better sword, and it's almost like this very linear progression to get you to the end. And yeah, I don't know if it's out now, but I know that they were saying they had some issues, and I was bummed because I was like ready to buy it right away. And then I was like, well, is there a physical? There's no physical. It's all digital.
Wait and see if Limited Run does one.
I will buy that.
Yeah.
If they do that, I will fucking buy the shit out of that.
I don't know. I heard it was good. I'm probably not gonna get it. I got too.
I'll
much
let you know
play, but
about it
looks tight,
because I fucking love that game. That was like one of the few games that I remember from the GameCube. Like, you guys had a GameCube, of course you did.
Yeah.
What did you guys play? Like, like if you had like 2 or 3 games from the GameCube, I feel like you're gonna say something with Metroid Prime, right?
Yeah,
Sean
dude.
might.
Metroid Prime was the shit on GameCube, but Wind Waker, another great game for GameCube. Dude, Amazing Island.
Dude, yeah.
I don't know that.
Don't go back and play it now, but as a child, that was a great game.
You can make your own monsters. It was like before Spore, where it was like very customizable monsters, and then you basically just played like mini games with them, and it was cool.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I mean, there were so many gems on the GameCube that like Metroid.
Let me say Super Mario Sunshine. I loved Super Smash Brothers Melee. Sean hates Smash anymore, but those were probably
good
two.
Game,
that
but you know.
Anyways, I'm just saying those are great, of course. But I know Custom Robo, dude. Me and Sean can
Custom
talk all day
Robo
about
was
that.
the shit.
Robo.
That was great.
I've heard you guys talk about it, but I don't know anything.
It's just
about
like a arena battler where you customized a robot and did battle
Custom
with
Robo,
them.
dude.
But it was great.
Pokemon Coliseum,
Animal Crossing,
Okay, so mine are way like more
Resident
generic
Evil
than that.
4.
The first game I ever played because
Kirby Air Ride.
my parents bought they bought us a GameCube for Christmas, and we were in Florida at the time. And they only bought one controller, and they're like, "Oh shit, we have 2 sons. Like, this, we need another controller." And so we immediately went out, bought a controller, and they were like, "We can't buy you another game right now, but we can rent one from Blockbuster," which like RIP. But and we rented Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I never played it, but I like would go to friends and they'd play it. It was cool.
It's one of those games where it's like, especially back then, it just had so much character. You know, like it's not necessarily like crazy fun, but it's just like it was unique. It was just like everything that Nintendo's good at is just being like weirdly unique and cute and like fun, you know, just fun.
For some reason, they're still making Luigi's Mansion games, but they're not making like F-Zero or Star Fox right now. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm just saying
I do remember the Star Fox game.
Star Fox Assault was really fun on GameCube.
What was the Star Fox that was on
Adventure
the GameCube?
was the.
I feel like that had mixed reviews. I feel like some people really hated that game.
Well, because it wasn't what they were expecting. Like Star Fox, I imagine
being in a
being
ship,
in a
and
ship
shooting
the
shit.
whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Starlink, like I felt like that was more along the lines of what a Star Fox game should be.
That's like a space shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say
I
if
had
you
fond
guys,
memories of that Star Fox game.
No, it was a good. I mean, we played it too.
it was like more Zelda style. But
Yeah.
if you don't know this, I feel like Sean and I have talked about it. Maybe
I think I know
too,
what you're going to say.
that it wasn't supposed to be a Star Fox
It
game.
was supposed to be like
Dinosaur
Dino
It
Land.
was
Island.
Dinosaur
Yeah.
Island,
and they
and
were like, no, you
the-
gotta put Star Fox in it.
and the ROM leaked recently.
Yeah, Mark Kirko had it on his page. think.
I have the ROM.
It's pretty wild.
We don't download ROMs, but
Yeah,
I do.
We would never do that. But
Soul Calibur 2,
yeah, I came
Well,
with
so,
fire.
Beautiful Joe.
that Star Fox game I really liked.
Four Swords,
There was this motocross
Crystal
game.
Chronicles?
There was this motocross
Tales
game.
of Symphonia.
There was this motocross game. I don't know what it was called.
Oh,
It was on GameCube.
Automodelista.
No. Can you look it up? Other than Dark Alliance. I played Dark Alliance, I think, on GameCube.
Motocross.
GameCube game. It's like, yeah, Freak Style.
Freak style.
Dude,
I
this
don't-
game
never
was
played
so
this game.
fucking fun. It was like the only way I can describe it for people who like play games is like SSX Tricky meets like motocross. Like the tricks were ridiculous. They were like totally not anything you could ever do. But
That's
it
another
was
good one. SSX Tricky.
SSX
on
Tricky game. Oh, it was
GameCube.
on the GameCube. Oh, I played it on PS2.
Oh, you
but-
did? Oh, you can?
Oh, you can. But Freakstyle, I would play the fuck out of that game right now if I had it. That
Dude,
is
I
an
remember.
awesome
I
game.
remember. We would go over to my mom's friend's house,
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Cece's house, and they had a fucking PS2, and we played.
MX vs ATV.
No, Off Road Fury.
Oh yeah,
Off-Road Fury. Can you
It
show
was.
me?
It was
ATV Off Road Fury.
ATV Off Road Fury.
You just drive around 4-wheelers and shit.
Yeah, that game was. Yeah, dude, it was PlayStation 2, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've played it, but I've played enough games in that era about
Yeah.
that. That's like I get it.
Yeah.
It's got like crossfade on the
Probably,
soundtrack.
dude. Probably.
Looking back at me,
Dude, holy shit.
I do feel like
you know,
Yes.
cold by Crossfade. That was like the soundtrack of those games.
Dude, I completely forgot about that song.
I love that fucking.
I
song.
fucking hate
I've got that on my Spotify playlist right now.
it's lit.
All right,
That
don't
is
wanna
gonna get
Don't
us
want to get
copyrighted.
copyright strike.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that song. If you listen to it now, the drums are all tracked. They're all fake. They're midis.
I didn't know that.
You'll hear it. The crash is like the same crash sound every time. Dude, it's awesome.
Do you have your bottle opener?
Yeah. So all I will say,
Freakstyle
is
had a great soundtrack. I'm gonna look that up.
this makes me come back to what I said the other week. That
Freakstyle.
we need to make our
Sus.
gaming 3x3s. Show 9 games that.
We need to fucking get a TV in here and play some fucking video games instead of just talking about them.
We totally do. I actually I saw something and I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about it.
No.
So I follow. Have you guys ever seen this YouTuber?
Probably not.
Something McGinty.
No idea.
The punk rock MBA dude
No.
who like makes like videos. He's like, you know, why does Between the Buried and Me suck now or whatever it is. Like, it's something McGinty. It's his channel I think is called Punk Rock MBA or Pop Punk or whatever. He just talks about like, you know, like metal, rock, pop punk, especially like in the 2000s.
In the NBA.
I don't like all of his videos, but like MMBA.
Oh.
Like a master's in
Masters,
pop in punk.
Okay.
But something this is completely unnecessary. It's one thing. So he did this video about like this new genre that I had never heard of. It's called trap metal, where it's like these like rapper guys who are like kind of making like screamo rap metal.
So like Limp Bizkit.
No, it's like
Like what
It's
Hollywood
like-
Undead got into later.
no, it's not. It's not rap metal. It's trap metal. And so it's like, you know, it's like dudes screaming and rapping, and you know, it's got a lot of attitude. It's a cool genre. I mean, I don't know if I would listen to it because it seems like a little too angsty for me.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it's
It's true.
it's true. It's true.
It's true.
There's that fucking train
There's
again.
that train again. When he started the video, he said, "Hey, all the songs that I'm going to talk about and just a few others that maybe didn't make the list are going to be in a Spotify playlist that I made. And I was like, holy shit, that's so smart. Because like, it's a way to promote himself. It's a way to like make it easy for someone to listen to the songs and not have to gather them, themselves. And I was like, man, I think Debuff should start doing like a monthly like playlist of like the shit that we're listening to. I think that would be dope. Like how much shit that we all like at different points listen to, and it's like, yeah, this is what we're listening to. This is the month of June. Because like we could never play it on here. Excuse me. God,
Yeah, I also
spitting.
I mean, I'd be down. I don't really listen to a ton of music, maybe.
Well, I mean, that was.
But even if
that's
you
what-
put like
that's
like fucking
Dance Gavin Dance
I don't know,
different
like
song every month.
Silverstein on it or something.
Yeah, I've never
I
put on.
fucking
Silverstein.
forgot about Silverstein, dude. They had that one song.
like the first song would be "Cold" by Crossfade, just because it's like that was kind of a meme of the episode.
It was called.
I don't know. I think that would be interesting because we just
Smile
have
in
a
your
monthly
sleep.
playlist.
Smile in Your Sleep. That was the song I was thinking of.
Like I could make the
That's
Spotify
what
one,
Clint-
and you guys could uphold the YouTube one.
That's what Clint from TikTok, Clinton IT from TikTok did.
Oh, he has a
He's
playlist.
a Spotify playlist. He also has a Discord.
Yeah, I mean, but wouldn't that be cool? Because like I feel like us especially like
I just don't have Spotify. Like-
yes, but I'm saying you can make playlists on YouTube, and we could link both of them.
Yeah. But the thing is, nobody has YouTube Music.
We do.
Yeah, but
I
nobody
think more
else does.
people. I think more people do than you think.
I think
But-
because they were forced into
but-
it by Google. Which
But I have Spotify, and I can make playlists if we put together like a handful of songs. I don't know. I think it'd be
it's
interesting.
a cool idea. I'm game.
You
Yeah,
know,
sure.
and it would be just a cool way to be like, oh yeah, that was from June of 21.
It would be like, why does Steve keep putting the same songs on?
He keeps putting on like 3 different songs from Dance Gavin Dance.
He's like, what?
I just want to say I do have the shirt on.
The Little
I have the
Ballers.
shirt on, so
Um,
I'm
Little
here- I'm-
Ballers.
they do brush their
They
teeth.
do.
Mike's definitely blocking most of it.
Dental
but you can
hygiene.
see it in the.
It's okay. They've seen it before.
Yeah, you know, he's
Well,
got the
I'm
shirt.
just wearing it today. I
Yeah.
wore it for the podcast.
Yeah. It's a great shirt. But yeah, I just thought it'd be cool. If you guys are into that,
Alright.
I'm into it. I
I'm
think it'd be cool.
I'm game.
But also, we
But
should make
also-
some 3x3s and have an episode where we talk about our games so people know more about our passions. You know?
I think so too. I think we need to come together on a time to do that. Because
Well-
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
What do you got? Do you have anything? Were you about to say something?
No, I mean I'm playing. Steve got me a couple games for.
Oh yeah. What
birthday.
did you get him for? I didn't even ask.
Well, I will explain part of it. Do you want to tell them what I got? But
He got me like all of the Tales of games for PC, pretty much.
which partially Tales of Symphonia
Oh,
was
Tales
one
of
of Sean's
Symphonia,
favorite
okay.
GameCube games, and when I was staying with you during my internship, for whatever reason, you decided to replay it that summer, and then he got Vesperia the other year, and
I got pretty pissed off playing Symphonia for GameCube because the second disc. I never beat that game as a kid. It's a long game.
I think it had
really
like
long
3
game.
discs, right?
It was 2 discs.
What kind of game is it? Just so I can. Follow.
It's a JRPG.
Okay.
Um,
Kind of Final Fantasy vibe.
yes.
Okay.
Very similar.
All right.
There's a pretty big twist in that game,
Uh-huh.
which I'm not going to get into. It's
Just
a
go ahead and spoil it.
really good story. But I got pretty pissed off because I was playing through the second disc, and at the end of the game would just all of a sudden be like, "This can't be read," and I take it out, fucking like wipe it off, blow on it.
That shit
I ran
hurt.
it underwater, like trying to get this. I eventually got all the way through it, but it was like every 40 to 45 minutes to every hour and a half would it just be like, I can't read the disc anymore.
That's so
So I would like to play that game again without that frustrating interruption
Uh-huh.
for the entire second disc.
okay, that's great.
But he got me that
No, it's Zestiria,
Zestiria
and
and Berseria, and then
Those are a lot of
Horizon Zero
fucking
Dawn
crazy
and
names.
the
Mega Man.
Mega Man Zero collection. And
Is that all Steam?
yeah. And so I have the Mega Man Zero collection on Switch, which I've played part of, but I think owning it on PC is obviously a great thing to also have. But
Yeah.
those were my favorite games growing up. So
I got him those just for like to have in case you wanted to, but I've been for years wanting him to play Horizon Zero Dawn, so that one
Yep.
was for me.
And so I started that.
Saturday.
And that game's great so far. Like, I will say some of the
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I don't know if it's PC or if it's that way on all, like on PlayStation as well. But there has been some weird, at least for PC, some weird like graphical, like I saw these birds flying, and they just flew right into the ground.
Yeah, I don't
just
know.
faded into the ground.
I could
dude.
see that happening. I don't remember it, but
Yeah,
I do
and-
remember people saying there were some bugs when it came out.
I mean, it's a fun game. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, those are things I'm just like,
yeah.
you know, I was playing, and
the roof was super low.
there was like a boat. It was like a cutscene, and this arrow just kept like clipping through this person, and I was like, okay, well, but I mean, like the gameplay is really fun. You know, I know this is an older game now, at least at the time of recording.
Check
my
time.
watch.
It's like 4
It's
years.
8:05 It's 8:05 right now.
Is
so
it really been 4 years?
It's
Yeah,
a
it
old.
came
It
out
came out when
when
Breath of the
Zelda-
Wild
yeah.
came out.
wow.
Which I was senior in college, 2017.
But I mean,
think.
I do enjoy the combat. The sneaking is pretty fun. It seems like there's a lot of upgrades for your armor and weapons, and
yeah.
I mean, so far I just got to the point where like the story is somewhat unfolding.
Is it like a 20, 50-hour game? What is it?
I guess it depends how much of the side stuff you do. I don't remember. I've
been trying to
40
do every
hours.
side quest that I find, but
That's how you do it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's cool so far. I'm really enjoying it. I also started because of Steve, Last of Us, the first one. I haven't played either of them, and that game's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I was not I heard people talking about it, and I kind of had an idea of what it was about, but I would say it's a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. The beginning definitely fucked me up a little bit.
Is it like
Yeah.
the zombies, or is it like
Well, the story.
like gruesome?
No, I mean,
Like what's scary about it?
Dude, it's just tense situations.
yeah. The beginning
It just
opens
do
up.
be tense though.
Yeah. Scooby Dooby
The
Dooby.
beginning opens up with just like some like right as it's happening.
Yeah. The beginning's fucked up.
Yeah,
Definitely
and-
will make you tear up at
I
least.
definitely-
if
Well,
you're-
I think
almost
we're
cried.
past
I was about to
the
cry.
point of no return. Like for people who could have
Okay.
played it.
Well,
Explain it to me. I'm not gonna play it.
If you're gonna listen to this and you've not played The Last of Us,
If you don't want to get anything spoiled from the beginning, skip to this time code that I'm pointing at, and you will get to go past.
what I was trying to say,
yeah.
skip to the time code that I'm pointing at now.
No, it's the one I'm pointing.
But it's the one I'm pointing at.
I'm gonna put the wrong one.
This one here.
It goes back to mine.
Yeah, so it basically you start off and like you get home, your kid is like, hey, I got you something for your birthday. It's a watch. He got you a watch. And then like she wakes up and you play as her for a second, and you're like walking around the house and your dad's not there. And he's like he gets home, he's like, get back in the fucking house. And people are like turning into zombies, but they don't really realize what's happening at that time, right?
Because
Like,
in all zombie universes, people have never heard of zombies before. So.
yeah.
So Ellie, that's the girl.
No. So the
What's her
little
name?
so the thing
Well, it is a
dude,
girl, but
the little girl I'm playing as in the beginning, you get in a car, you start driving, you're trying to get out of the city, you get to this point, and all the escapes or all the exits from the city are blocked off because there's so many people trying to get out, and zombies start coming into the car, blah blah blah. Well, you guys start driving off, and like you're going another way to get out of the city, and
You're not in control of the driving.
No, and you just get fucking T-boned, and the girl dies.
no, you guys get out.
Yeah, well,
And you-
she fucking dies,
The young
Not because
girl.
of that.
but she does die.
Yeah.
So
It's fucked up.
and this is the man in the story, the guy. The
So
older dude?
you play as Joel, who's
20
her
years
dad.
later.
Yeah, 20 years later.
Ah.
And Joel, like, is, obviously angsty because he lost his daughter over all this.
And Joel is the one who was driving the car in the first cutscene.
His brother is driving the car.
Yeah, there's a
What?
lot of characters, but you
Yeah.
play as
You play
as
as Joel. And then so 20 years pass, and you're now living in apocalypse, essentially. And there's the
What a way to
fireflies.
start a fucking game.
Yeah,
Jesus
the
Christ.
fireflies are like
revolutionaries.
yeah, and they're the police who are like, get back in your house at 5 o'clock because that's when the zombies come out or whatever. And then you come across a Firefly who's like, I need your help to get this child out of the city.
And that's
Ellie.
And Ellie's a total badass.
Ellie was bit by a zombie,
and she
didn't turn. And she was like, I got this a week ago. We're trying to get to the Fireflies outside because they have a camp that essentially is trying to find the cure for this.
Wow.
And so that's kind of where I'm at in the story. I know there's a lot more to it. Obviously, that's not what was her name? Sarah? Was it Sarah? How she died was, pretty sad. But
you can say it. I mean,
I've already said it. The whole opening of the game.
She gets.
So you guys get T-boned and you try to run out, and then you're coming up to like a barricade. Basically, you're trying to run, and there's some zombies coming in, and a soldier shoots them.
Yeah.
And you turn around and you're like, oh my god, I think we were trying to get, and he's like, stay back. And you're like, okay, chill. And then you can hear the dude on the comms, and he's like, sir, there's a kid.
Yeah, and the cop kills him.
Opens fire. Your brother comes out and kills
kills
the military officer, and then your daughter dies. He's like holding her, crying. And
why does he kill the kid?
Because shit's popping off, and they probably can't trust who's infected and who's not.
They don't know. This is the very beginning of.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Jesus.
And then you basically just go 20 years later.
Christ.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. I've already seen it, and I was like trying not to fucking cry, dude.
Dude, I honestly teared up at that part. It was
in terms of fails, that was pretty epic.
I mean, it's that cop definitely pulled the wrong trigger.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but the game is good and it's very tense. Like, there's definitely parts where
the combat is hard. Like, I will say, like, it's a super stealthy game.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. If you skip that, we're done talking about the intro. Spoils over.
But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty stealthy game. You are, really pretty much every time you're around a zombie, trying not to, at least the way I've been playing it, not alert them. I mean, there's these things called clickers that are like humans with a fucked up head.
Can I make a comment about that? Is actually the virus in the game is based on a real life like fungus that will infect bugs.
Yep.
And basically kill them and take over and like cause them to move.
Yeah. Which is a pretty freaky
and
thing.
it grows these
in
like
nature.
fungus out of their head, and that's what happens to the humans in the game. Is they get this fungus-looking face the longer that they've been infected.
Are the zombies pretty standard zombies? Like, are they just like
the normal zombies are, but the clickers are
like, are they roaming always, or are they like I Am Legend where they like come out at night?
Yeah, they're roaming always. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm at this point outside of the safe zone in the city, trying to get this child across to the Fireflies. So, I mean, it's a little stressful.
I feel like it's critically acclaimed at this point.
I do think the gameplay is not anything that hasn't been done for sure, but it's the story and the way the gameplay is good. The first one's definitely like a PS3 game. You can, I don't know how you feel, but you can feel that it's a little bit janky sometimes.
There's some clunky shit to it, but I mean, I feel like the remastered version is what I bought for PS4, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not like it's no
Resident Evil 8 as the hot topic right now. Well, that game looks money.
Did you see that tweet that I retweeted that was like how Warzone motherfuckers play Resident Evil 8?
Oh, dude!
And dude, he's like zooming, like just like.
Dude, I didn't see. I saw the tweet, but I didn't watch the video.
Dude, it's so funny.
I could I could put that on screen.
Let me make it big. Dude, it's so 1.1 million views on Twitter. This video, it's so funny. It looks like shit because it's.
And this is from Resident Evil.
Yeah, he's just like
just swapping and going.
Dude, watch what he does with the knife. He pulls it out like, dude, I hate when fucking they always do that shit with the knife, dude. It's like
standoff.
Dude, so much movement.
It's so funny.
Dude, I was laughing so hard.
It's funny because I feel like Resident Evil was built on that slow movement. Like that's what made it so good.
Yeah, especially the earlier.
I'm surprised you can move that fast.
I mean, yeah, they've changed. This is the first time we've had 3 trains.
Dude,
I think
it's train day, dude. Sometimes it just happens.
They're bringing the gas.
I wanted to say something about this, and I have a TikTok that goes with it, and and I didn't really know about this for some time.
The vampire mommies?
Well, no.
Okay.
It's kind of like this. It reminds me of Warzone.
Is it Resident Evil-y?
No, it's
I've
more,
never played
it's
a
more
Resident
about
Evil
COD.
game.
It's more about like Call of Duty. There's this way that people who play online first-person shooters talk.
Is it the like totally dog water, Dollar Tree headset?
Yeah.
Well, it's like I don't know how to
Literally
explain
garbage?
it. It's like okay, one up, okay, and then they like talk
Yeah,
like
dude.
Yeah.
It's narrating the game
Yeah.
as
Dude,
you're
Okay,
playing.
I'm pushing.
It
Okay,
is-
please. Okay, I'm down.
I'm
Get my bag.
I'm pushing.
All right.
Dude. It's this like accent. Who coined it? Like who
Dude,
was
I
it?
have no idea.
Was it Dr. Disrespect? Like who was
I don't
like
think that. I
okay,
feel like
we're gonna
that's-
start doing this now.
I feel like that's just. I mean, I remember I didn't really play much like that in high school, but I knew kids that were just like that back in the
Yeah,
day.
but like I feel like that wasn't a
It's,
prominent way.
it's
of
army
speaking
speak, dude. That's
to
how
the-
they talk in the
is
army.
Is it army speak?
I don't know.
No. Well, I'm gonna say I don't know that one person really coined it, and I think recently the reason it's been popping off is
I'm not saying that someone coined it. I'm just saying somebody must have done it on stream and it caught. That's what I mean.
I really feel like this is just a way that people have, because it's been like a joke for years that people do that. And then I think recently there was the guy that said all that, like, you're literally freer than dog water. Like, I don't know. There's a whole fucking thing about it that I feel like has brought it back into focus of memes and stuff.
Well, there was this guy on TikTok. God, I hope I can find this. It was he was like when a COD player or Warzone goes hiking. And he's like, a tree on the left, and he's like doing that, and it's so fucking
Dude,
funny.
it's so weird.
But I was like, oh my gosh, there totally is.
But it's like
it's like COD speak.
But it's because I think the idea is that you're like so focused, but you're still trying to shout out all these things so that you give everybody
this
on
it?
your team.
Guard for your tier 3 sub. Behind hay bales. Hay bales, weak. Tree left. Northwest 64. Southwest 80. Stop sign. Literally stop sign. Vehicle
Literally
coming.
stop sign.
Vehicle coming. Southeast. Push. I'm scuff jumping. You guard for your tier 3
Dude, I mean, it's
when a
so-
gamer goes hiking for the first time.
it's so funny to me because
Dude, it's
like
super cringe. That is such a cringe fucking way to talk.
yeah. Well, I mean,
And
I
I
think because the game is so like those games are pretty fast paced. Like even if
It's like talking in cursive questions. Speak. Okay, hill on the left. It's like, dude.
I mean,
stop.
I think part of it is like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I have ever talked like that or will ever talk like that in my life,
I will never.
but I think part of it is like you've been playing that game for so fucking long that like speaking out loud and telling your team what's happening around you is beneficial, right? Like,
Yes, I'm not saying that is not a great part.
but
of
it
the
is,
game.
it is definitely like
They're talking like it's
Well,
muscle
yeah,
memory, like they're
yeah.
not even trying to.
No, yeah. And I'm not saying it's not beneficial because I think it is a good way to win. I think it's a great way.
no,
to
but the
call
way
out.
your way you're talking about it is weird.
Yeah,
The way you're saying it,
yeah,
is-
the way the inflections
yeah.
and the like.
Again, I think
because
it's like the calm,
it's
but
almost
you're
trendy,
focused.
but it's like it's like on the left, da 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 da. It's like just say it normally. Like I think it's become a popular way to say it, and I think you feel somebody who plays those games feels like they're a part of a community by speaking that way. Honestly, I think
Okay,
it
just
is.
fragged him. Sniper up top.
Yeah, it's like
I will say I think most of what you're hearing about it like being posted online and stuff is like memes.
That is
joking.
memes.
It's not that
but
people.
memes are from.
I know
reality.
there are people doing that, but I don't think that is exactly how everyone does it. This is the like extent where people have taken it and exaggerated it for the memes.
I think you're right, but I also do feel like I have seen people who play these games, and they do kind of have that inflection, and
Sure,
they're being
yeah.
serious. And so, look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, to me, it's a little bit cringy, and I think you don't have to say it like that. So that's just my
Sure, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I mean, you won't catch me talking like that in Quake Champions, but
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna.
That game's too fast for you to even
dude,
shout anything
yeah,
out. So.
that game is so much fun though,
Just kidding. Everyone that's probably like MLG at that's like, you got to shout it out, bro.
dude. I mean, I don't,
Quake.
dude. There's
I don't know that fucking game.
so
You know what Quake is?
Quake.
I know Quake.
Okay.
So Quake Champions was a game they were released in beta, and I think it's technically still in beta. I don't know if they'll ever finish it.
I remember the original Quake on like a 1998 fucking Windows PC.
Yeah, I mean Quake and
it was-
Doom are like
yeah, it
the
was
first.
essentially- yeah, it was
the
like a
first
Doom
ports
copy.
to every console when people mod it. The
that
first
game
thing they
used to
do
scare
is
the fuck out
port
of me.
those.
Dude,
Old
so
Quake.
Quake is, I mean, I equate it a lot. I equate it
A Quake.
to
Earthquake.
like Unreal Tournament. It's very similar
Yeah.
in that, like
Quake's-
how fast it
Yeah.
is.
It plays more like Unreal Tournament.
Oh yeah, I guess I never really played it fast. Is it like a multiplayer? Is Quake Champions? Oh, it's
Quake Champions is very much, it's an arena battle type.
It's like what's that fucking hugely popular game that everybody plays?
Fucking
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Is it over? Because Champions, that sounds like
So
Overwatch.
I would say it's not.
It's not as goofy.
It's not. It's definitely not as goofy. I mean, you
Overwatch
can
is
play
way
as
different.
you can play as the Doom guy. There's a bunch of other characters. You can play as the guy from fucking Wolfenstein. It's all the
But it's not like Overwatch where you play a role.
yeah,
You're not
Like, you're not a
tank
healer.
or DPS like Overwatch is.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Overwatch is like strictly objective based, like team. You need to have a balanced team
to win,
to push. You know,
I'm pushing.
I'm pushing. I'm healing. I need healing. I'm down. I'm sniping.
You are saying it.
I'm using my
but you
ult.
fucking know they talk like that, and it is super cringe.
Dude, all right, let's move on
Well,
before we lose
I'm
one
healing.
more follower.
Dude, I want to. Yeah, like I think
Our
this is a
only
great
one.
move. Like, I want to do that when I'm making dinner. You know what I mean? Like
I'm boiling. I'm adding pasta.
Water's
I'm
boiling.
spicing.
salting.
I'm salting.
salting.
I'm peppering.
I'm peppering.
I just feel like
Okay, pulling out of the oven.
I
I'm
really
pulling out.
think it's
Okay,
one
I'm
of those
pushing.
things where you see the minority and are like, dude, a lot of people do this, and I do
Dude,
think there are people. Don't get me wrong.
People
but
would not make a joke on TikTok
I
if
know.
they
I
didn't
know
know
it's
that a lot
I
of
know
people
it's
would
true,
laugh
but
at
I
it.
don't. I don't think it's. I think it's exaggerated with the inflection and stuff. There is a video that came out in the last year of a dude talking like that blew up, and a bunch of people have been making stuff exactly like that. Probably just because of that single video clip.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well,
But-
speaking of weird inflections, what did you have to say? Sorry, go ahead. Did you have something else?
I'm speaking. No, I don't have it.
Speaking? I'm pushing.
Don't interrupt me.
I'm
I'm
pushing the
speaking.
conversation. Who's the dude who does the number 15?
Burger King foot lettuce.
Burger King foot
That's
lettuce. It's like Ooh Gems or something.
No
his,
idea.
His name is
I feel like it starts with an O.
Chills on YouTube. He does those.
Dude, he posted one on TikTok. I think this week, and he laughed in it. And
Dude, it's so funny when he
it's
laughs.
so because I was like, oh my gosh, I've never.
The
heard
last thing
him
you'd want in
laugh.
your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. But as it
Somebody's-
turns out, that might be what you get.
I know what you get. He laughed in one of them, and I was like, holy shit. I've never seen him laugh.
Dude,
or heard him laugh.
It's so funny when he laughs.
Like, because I had never heard. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because apparently he has a podcast. I want to check it out, and I just want to shout him out because I think he's fucking hilarious. Burger King foot lettuce and
Some of his TikToks are a little bit like
Brian Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah.
Big lifting session. Had 34 chicken breasts for my meal in between lunch and dinner.
Dina. Dude, Brian Jordan Alvarez. These all be
his
linked.
Australian accent is spot
on.
Like there's no one who does it better.
And he's so good at it, he can tell when he fucks it up and starts over.
Yeah, he's like
There's
13.
13. Like, dude, Brian Jordan Alvarez, fire. And then also, who straight up, dude, you remind me of this guy. Straight up. Steve. Where's this
me.
fucking guy? Kyle Gordon? Is it Kyle Gordon? What's
You
his
tell
fucking
me.
name?
I do.
Kyle Gordon is great on TikTok. What
Dude,
does he
he's
say? He
so
says,
funny.
my boots are too tight. No.
Dude, the
Dude,
hiking one you just put up was pretty funny.
if you were on TikTok by yourself, I feel like you would have Kyle Gordon vibes. I don't know. I think you're funny, and I think he's really funny,
Yeah, well-
and I think I just get the same vibes from you guys. I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
the one he just put up about the hiking one was the hiking one's pretty funny.
The no fun kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love when he does that.
I feel like
mean-
that was the first time we saw you. That's the first time
No.
you showed him to me. I think.
No, it was the DJ Crazy Times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
The boobs are flying.
Yeah, love's a passion of sex. The boobs are flying.
Dude, so fucking ridiculous.
Kyle Gordon is great on TikTok. Bryden Jordan Alvarez on TikTok. All these guys are really funny.
Can I talk about... I mean, am I allowed to get a little dark on this podcast?
I love it.
Shit, dude. Let me see.
Dude,
Yeah, you can get
all
some
right,
Derrico.
so y'all probably seen him show up on your For You page. Daniel Larson.
Daniel Larson.
This guy. Really cringy.
I don't know if I have.
Dude, that's Casey Neistat.
Jesus Christ.
Casey Neistat has a beak, dude. And he embraces it.
So
he's got a big funny looking nose.
so
I don't think I've ever seen this. Dude.
you definitely have. But I mean, he posts these. It's so weird to me because like he's. I feel like almost narcissistic in a way, like or like.
He is, or you are.
He is.
Oh.
I don't know how to explain his demeanor. He's probably 30-ish. He's very full of himself. He thinks that he's a professional singer, songwriter, model, athlete.
Of which
He's
he
a
is
Renaissance
none of
man.
those
He's
things.
none of those things. There's clips of him singing, and it's
It's not great.
I don't want to slander anyone, but it's not good. However, there's been like these weird things that he said regarding images of things that he shouldn't have.
Oh, fucking stop.
Is he talking about like PRON?
But yeah,
But maybe illegal PRON.
Yeah. And like, and it's so weird because like I went down a rabbit hole like trying to find. He's been on podcasts talking about this, and he was like, I was blackmailed into saying that. Weird shit, dude.
Oh my
and like,
God.
and it's so weird to me that like we get on this app, right? And there's a lot of
TikTok?
funny shit. Yeah. Because that's where he got famous was
Oh, okay.
he blew up during COVID on TikTok.
Doing what?
And-
Oh,
because
wait,
he's
wait,
just
wait.
a fucking cringy dude.
Wait, is this the dude who pulls his hair back?
No, dude, like he's definitely like
Okay, that's not him. Never mind.
I mean, I'll show you guys some of his videos later, but like
What is he famous for? Being
no, it's just like you know when there's someone who posts something that they didn't mean to get famous on TikTok or like go viral.
I mean, why is anybody on TikTok famous? Either they're funny or people follow them because
They're cringy, right?
Yeah.
Like that's and so essentially people like blew him up because he was such a weird fucking guy, and he would like sing and it sounded bad. But and then he would say these things like he was like, yeah, I have 500 megabytes of it, and
dude.
and then he turned around and was like, I was blackmailed into saying that.
Is he mentally handicapped?
I don't know, because the thing is like people will be like, hey, I want to sign you to my record label, and he'll be like, go down this fucking like, and they're trolling him, like go down this path of like, yeah, I'm gonna get signed to a label, and it's not a real label, and he thinks he's gonna make it big, and it's dude. I mean, again,
For the viewers, can we see one of his videos? Just so that I can wrap my head around it. Because I feel like if I was watching this, I'd be like, I want to see this fucking guy. You know? I want to see this fucking guy.
I don't know if I do.
I want to see
but,
some of his gabagoo.
Yeah, I mean, I just I don't like.
let's see. His TikTok handle was
Just make sure ideally it's not one with copyrighted material.
his name on TikTok was Daniel Larson Fans.
Did he get removed?
I can't find his account anymore.
Daniel
I mean,
Larson OnlyFans?
Daniel Larson Fans. It's let's see if we can
Oh,
find
yeah.
it.
There's
Yeah,
a copyright
there's
claim.
copyright.
Ooh.
Big oop. I feel like a lot of them are gonna be songs. It's
Yeah.
fucking TikTok. Like,
Well,
So all right, well,
it doesn't matter.
we'll find. We can pause for 30 seconds, and in that time, we can play a video of his that I found.
Yeah, we just played one in post.
But yeah, so I mean,
fuck audio listeners, by the way. I guess.
I mean, either this is his real account.
They'll hear it.
Either this is his real account, and I mean, it says he's private, so I guess I could try and follow him and see if I can. But I don't think that's really
I think
him.
this camera died.
Oh, it did though. Shit. Okay, hold on. Fuck, how long is that?
I don't know. I just
I was
noticed
wondering
it.
why it was flipped all the way around like that. But okay, so
Maybe
again,
you've only been seeing my dumb face for the past couple minutes. Sorry about that.
we haven't been recording this whole time.
No, I checked it earlier, but
No, so I mean, I hate to get dark, but I did go down like I listened to probably at least 2 hours worth of video up talking about this guy, and it's just crazy to me that like
I don't know how long it's been off.
they.
It looks like it's been recording for a long time.
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
I think it's only been a couple minutes, but we'll see.
I mean, it's just so weird to me that these guys
flip
like
that screen.
fly under the radar, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Like-
the memory card's full. What?
Let's just take
Not format it.
take a tea real quick.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just bizarre to me that like people egged him on, you know, like, and I'm not saying that it really no one has any real concrete evidence of what he said is true, but also why is he saying the things he said? But also is he being tricked into saying the things that he said? No one knows, and it's weird to think like.
I'm still listening.
No, I mean, it's really hard to wrap my head around because I do feel like there's probably something a little bit goofy or off.
I feel like
with this
nobody
guy.
that knows how bad it is to say that would just say it.
Right,
But I don't understand.
but why post that
Yeah, I
type
don't
of thing
know.
to a public forum? And he did. I mean, he claims he has said that he had a Pinterest and someone found a Pinterest about him and it was all like favoriting or like bookmarking or whatever you do on Pinterest.
pinning,
like
I guess.
images of like younger females.
Right on.
He also said in he had a Zoom call with like all of his fans and like said he would legalize like he was like if
CP?
he said if the parents agreed to it then it should be legal.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Which-
okay, so he's a predator.
I think but the thing is
On
that's
some
so
EDP
weird to me is
shit.
like
Okay,
he's
so that was kind of an epic fail.
I will say it isn't. That was very much kind of an epic fail. But it's been going on for at the bare minimum 6 months, and like it just keeps coming up. Like, and he like I think made his TikTok private or deleted it or whatever. His Instagram's still up. He was following all of these weird hashtags, like very 13-year-old
Yeah.
hashtags.
Yeah.
And it bothers me, like, because in a way, as a TikTok community, we enable it by favoriting his videos or whatever.
Well,
Unfortunately, I mean, you can only police
But
it
the
so
thing
much.
is, like, the same thing that happened with EDP. Like,
Who's E EDP?
EDP 445, he's like this. You know, have you ever seen that video where he's like,
what's this, motherfucker? What's this? And he's holding up the piece of paper, or he's like, overrated as fuck, in my opinion.
Oh,
But that's just the way the bullshit goes.
or he saes,
Is this not the guy that you just told me about, like at the beginning of the podcast?
possibly.
Is that EDP? The guy
No.
who was like, they always got to have one ugly friend.
No, that's
No,
not
no.
that same guy. EDP 445 had a TikTok or YouTube channel, and he said in one of them, he was like, "I beat the shit out of my dick so goddamn hard, my left leg has gone totally numb."
This guy.
Yeah.
I just watched a Scarce video about it. Yeah. He got the predator status.
Yeah, but the thing is, that sucks about these people going and doing their own independent research is that a lot of the times it fucks up the legal ramifications for this person.
Yeah.
The only reason why Chris Hansen was able to get away with it was because he was coordinating with the police and
Yeah.
saying things that wouldn't muddy the waters in the trial. And these people go out and they were kind of someone I was watching a video about was like, yeah, they fucked up the EDP thing because now that guy can't get in trouble. Like, at least over what has been released around.
Yeah.
What happened?
That's. I mean, unfortunately, man. Like
all of those, like, I'm hunting a predator type YouTube channels and people
like
egging
90%
somebody
of them are
else
bullshit.
on. Yeah, it is doing honestly a little bit more damage than it is good, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're
Like,
probably right.
If you're gonna have someone, you're gonna catfish someone and to think they're talking to a 14-year-old. I mean, he said some weird shit, man. Like, EDP said a lot about, like, he sent pictures of his fucking shit to this
I don't
supposed
understand
13-year-old or whatever it was.
Like
And
his
this-
literal shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
He's like, I
literal
took a shit. I just got done taking a shit and sent a picture.
Yeah, I
Some weird stuff, dude. And
Dude,
I know this is
caught in 4K.
I know this is all kind of like old news, but like, dude, I mean, I think that when people are going out and doing these things where they're egging someone on TikTok and getting them to say whether or not it's true that they have that type of imagery on their phone, 500 megabytes or a megabyte of it, or going out and meeting the person and questioning why they're there, and
Yeah.
he turns around and says, I was getting a cupcake. You're exposing them in a way, but you're also not doing anything to stop it in the future because you just fucked up
Well,
the court case.
I will also say the thing about your man. I don't remember his fucking name.
Danny, like Glover or something.
What? Hold on. Not EDP. The other dude you're talking about.
Oh.
Daniel Larson.
He when you're egging him on and getting him to post this and everybody's favorite and stuff, it's like, I don't know what the comments were. I don't know if anyone's tried to report him, but it's almost making it like acceptable that you're like, oh, this guy's so wild, like him and give him another follower. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, this is fucked up. Even if everyone was reporting him, you're still like putting his name out there, getting more views.
Yeah, and I think it's doing the wrong thing. Like, as far as I'm aware, this guy's been on the radar of people who are like, this guy's doing some shit he shouldn't be doing for at least 6 months, and nothing's happened, at least that I'm aware of.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you have to get law enforcement involved at that point.
Yeah, but, like-
if you're gonna target something like that, like you got to go through the proper channels.
I will say it's not for people like us to handle, right? And it's fucked up to see. You report it, you do whatever you can. But one thing I was listening to a podcast recently where they were talking about like YouTube maybe not always being the best, but they had brought up how YouTube just made it where if it's a content made by children or with kids in it, what did they do to try to get rid of people being weird on videos?
Just
They
turn
just
off the
disabled
comments.
and it's like, oh, there's no predators anymore because they can't comment on it. It's like,
absolutely.
maybe you should, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say, a lot of that stuff wasn't inappropriate. It was like kids making videos or whatever, and people are going to be weird, right?
Yeah,
But there's, there's ways where they can try to handle this, and instead they were just like, let's just make it so they can't say anything, out of sight, out of mind.
dude, I saw this.
That whole thing's fucked up.
I saw this meme that was like the computer's like, how old are you? And it's like an angry face, and the user's like 1902, and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, come in. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no verification of who you are or how old you are when you get online, and it just is really, I don't know, it's really sickening to me because like we don't have a way at this point in time to control, or I don't know that I ever would say that I think it's no one, like, people should have their internet restricted or not necessarily restricted, but you should be banned from being online. I think that is something that is like you can have that happen to you in a court of law where they say you're not allowed to have internet anymore, right? Like, I think that's something that can happen to people. And I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, but I think that there should be some sort of way to restrict someone's access to what it is. Like, I shouldn't be able, if I'm in that guy's shoes, Daniel Larson or EDP 445, go to 8chan and see the things that were being posted there before they got quickly removed by the moderator, right?
Yeah.
8chan's not around anymore, right? Like, so that obviously but I'm sure there's still sites out there that
I don't know how you do that.
you right now I can't think of anything either, but and the easiest way is to just say, all right, you don't get internet anymore. But come on, man. Like, number one, don't fuck up the court case. If you know someone's doing something they shouldn't be doing, you should be contacting the authorities, not egging them on or getting them on a podcast to talk about it or meeting them in person.
Yeah, for views.
For the guy who was doing the EDP thing, the exposure video he uploaded, he was like, I'm not going to release this until this video has 1 million views or whatever.
Yeah. Apparently, he also the guy that did is also not the best.
No, he's a piece of shit. Like he's absolutely said a lot of things that you should not say on the internet. Very racial slurs he's thrown out there. Like he's an awful person. He did in a way kind of a good thing by exposing this person, but at the same time he totally fucked up the whole thing. So I think what he should have done is said, all right, I'm going to the court or the cops about this or whatever. I'm going to the authorities about this. And then after that's already been done, here's what I did, right? Not meeting the person in a fucking parking lot and talking about why are you here to get a cupcake. I don't know. I'm sorry I got pretty dark there. It's just been something that's been on my mind.
No, dude.
I think it's fucked up that...
Well, it's upsetting. And I think, unfortunately, social media can give, with this group think they can uplift these people that are pretty terrible people. I mean, for one, another example would be Keemstar. I think he's a trash human, and like he's never been banned from YouTube. I mean, if he has, like, he's just always sprouted back up, and like H3 has made a bunch of good points about like how he's like victim shaming and like never believes like a female that comes out and says that she's been assaulted, and it's like, dude, you're such trash. Like, why do you have an audience? And unfortunately, YouTube, I don't think, is doing enough to like crack down on these people. Now, one thing in their defense that they have done is when we upload and we say it's not made for kids.
Yeah.
If you say yes and it's made for kids and it's deemed that it's not, you can they'll fucking take you to court. It's like a huge fine. So they have done that, but that's not perfect. And I would imagine there's a lot to slip under the radar.
Yeah, I'm not. I will say about the comments thing, like, it's good. People can't be creeps and post comments, but
yeah,
I feel
it's a start. But it's like,
but yeah, I just feel like it was like a Band-Aid. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a Band-Aid over a fucking chopped off limb.
Yeah.
You know,
they're like, yo, let's just patch this up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. One thing I will say is it's just there's a lot of fucked up shit out there, and it's wild. The internet brings this out to the forefront. I mean, you're just fucking around watching funny videos on TikTok, and suddenly you're on a 2-hour binge being like, yo, this guy's a whack job. Which, that's just how it is. But it can be a good thing, too, that this guy has a platform where maybe it's not being used right, or people are uplifting him or whatever, but also it is bringing attention to the fact that he has or doesn't have whatever, and he's being a weirdo. Like, it's putting it out there. Yeah. Whereas if the internet wasn't a huge thing, maybe he'd go unnoticed.
We have to hope that person is actually
the thing
prosecuted.
That sucks about it, though, is that by people doing shit to him, it's potentially muddying the waters for a trial.
Sure, but I feel like, I don't know. I mean, yes, but also it's not quite as bad as like what they did with EDP is basically set up this whole thing. They could have said shit and just, however that they went about that is not the same as the police and Chris Hansen setting up like basically a sting operation.
Dude, Chris Hansen is the man. Like, did you guys follow the whole thing with Onision?
I did.
Yeah.
But didn't he get in trouble for that too?
No.
Chris Hansen?
No. He's still good, man.
No. I'm just saying, I want you to look that up because I did read that somewhere, and I could be wrong, but I just want to make sure. I did hear that maybe he got in trouble for something similar.
I think he did get. There was some weird shit that happened.
I did see the Onision stuff, and I followed all of that, but I did hear that maybe he got.
No, he had
trouble.
some. It was like fucking like I want to say like tax evasion or something. He got.
Yeah, it was not. For,
it was not.
I'm just making sure that's what I heard. I wanted to clarify. I didn't know if it was like true or not.
I did read this. I never looked into it, so this also could not be true. Let's just spout like bullshit. But I saw on Reddit, so they're always right there, that the reason that To Catch a Predator stopped was because he was following some high profile case, like I don't know, politician, somebody, not anyone like ridiculously huge or whatever, and they were going to catch him, and the dude killed himself, like shot himself on camera when they went to catch him, and I think because of that and everything that was going to come out about it, they stopped the show.
Yeah,
That was kind of an epic fail.
But dude,
he was charged with larceny.
Okay.
Check bounced.
That was just what I heard. I had no idea.
Yeah,
if it was true or
I
not.
knew that there. Chris was charged with harassment by a civilian. He had not yet entered a plea and a court date for March 24, 2020. I don't know what the harassment is. It doesn't necessarily say sexual harassment, but
let's put this out there. As always, you can respect the stuff he did and maybe not everything he did. He did some great work out there. I don't know about his larceny or harassment shit, but hey, he did some good work. And honestly, I don't like watching a lot of it, but every once in a while watching some To Catch a Predator is cathartic. You're like, yo, fuck that guy.
dude, yeah,
Dude, it's on the Onision stuff was great.
The
'cause
Onision
is
shit was-
such
he's a
fucking loser.
asshole,
he's such
dude.
a piece of shit.
and that whole situation with that fucking like child that he was like
Apparently grooming or something.
yeah, dude, it was bizarre.
He is such a bizarre human.
Onision,
His videos are so
dude, he's
like,
so bad.
he's just one of those guys. It's like, who follows this guy? He like he just has like serial killer vibes. Like, I don't know. We're over time.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is there any uplifting stuff we can end this on to not be such a downer?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
Again,
you're-
I asked if I could
No,
get dark.
I'm not mad about
No,
that.
sorry,
I'm just
fine.
saying, I hate to be like, hey guys, we're time, so just leave you with that.
I fixed my ice maker today. I haven't had
That's
ice.
lit.
I've lived in this house for probably 4 years, and the ice maker never worked. And me and my dad fixed it today, and that was nice because I really like cold beverages and I like ice, and I feel like I should have that.
What's up?
I should have that
Sorry.
luxury, and now I have it.
Did you guys watch the Seth Everman video where he played the
No.
Pokemon theme song?
I did. Why did he buy all those fat Pikachus?
Don't know.
That had to be like
Yeah.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Well, he's crazy.
He bought
He's a
like
nut.
enough to cover a whole wall.
Like a
in
wall
just
like
a
that
single fat Pikachu card. It's really good. The song's really
I think
good.
it's a Gen 1 card.
Yeah.
So like it's not cheap.
Yeah.
That's lit.
And he was like, he uploaded it and was like, I played the Pokemon theme song, but I put way too much effort into the video. And it's probably just because he spent that much fucking money and waited that long.
I
to get
mean, I wouldn't
that
be
many.
surprised if he spent like over like 15 grand
Yeah.
on cards for that wall.
I mean, he
has to
probably
be-
made that back
There
in
has
the
to be
first
like
day.
300.
Yeah.
How many views does it have?
On Twitter,
No, on YouTube.
I
wanna
know,
the
but
YouTube
on
stats.
Twitter, he has 1 million views on Twitter.
Okay, Twitter's monetization. I don't even know how that works, but I
No,
don't
but-
think it's too big.
I mean,
It's got to have a couple mil on YouTube.
it just, I always kind of look at what Twitter at 1.1 million views on YouTube. But if you have 1 million views on Twitter, that's a lot of fucking views on Twitter.
Oh yeah, dude.
So-
I want to say one other thing. I totally forgot about this, and I was gonna say it. We are over time, but I'll say it really quickly.
Wait,
Overtime.
hold on.
You can talk about Seth Everman.
No, but I have a comment, just music, just real quick. I don't remember what it was. The Wii album. You guys want
Oh,
my
we didn't
gosh.
talk about that at all, dude. That shit slaps.
Fuck. Okay.
just got to shout it out. At least.
Gabriel, I say his name is Gundaker. How would you say it?
That sounds
Gundaker?
good. Gundaker.
Gundam.
Huge on Vine. He is, I don't know if he's super active on TikTok, but he's on TikTok. And like this weird like fucking mind synapse between Sean and I. I came over to the house a few days ago, and he was like, "Hey, have you heard?" And I was like, "Are you gonna say what I think you're gonna say? You're gonna say the fucking Wii album?" He was like, "Yeah." Gabriel Gundaker put out an unofficial Wii Sports album that has what, like 6 songs? on it?
Curling, volleyball,
Jogging.
jogging.
Sounds just like Wii music.
snorkeling.
One of them on Spotify has Wii spelled wrong. It's like Will Croquet. Which
I don't know that is how it is
with
on-
him. I can't tell if that's an accident.
Dude, the thing is, I was listening to it, and I do enjoy it. I get
It
in the
is
car.
so fucking good.
It's very good, and I get in the car, and Danielle's like, "I hate this."
Yeah.
And I was like,
fucking hates it too.
I was like, I can't win. Like, it's either death metal or fucking Wii Sports. Like, which one do you want?
I know, right, dude?
You do listen to other stuff,
but I want
Yeah.
to say, like, that is he could not have made it sound more accurate.
yeah, no, it's
I'm
on point.
convinced now that he is like a co-writer of the originals. Like, it's everything
Yeah.
is like
It's
the,
spot on,
It's
dude.
the
very
piano,
rare. Yeah.
the fucking
The
like,
snorkeling one is the best one to me.
accordion, like dude, it's fucking dead on. I don't know how he did that.
It's one of those where it's like different than like a cover band that emulates a sound, right? Or
It's-
writes music inspired by whatever, and it's very similar. It's like they took a whole fucking random ass, like the people that made the Wii sports music or Wii music in general had this vibe that I
It's
don't know
very
how.
unique.
Yeah, I don't know how they had that, and it was everyone feels like it's nostalgic now, right? It's all big on TikTok and internet, and it's a meme. It's great. But this guy comes out and he's just like, yo, I'm going to make some fire that's basically you could put it mixed in with other Wii music.
what's funny,
You
dude,
would
know.
never know.
What's funny is that this was released 2021. The songs are on his SoundCloud and they're 3 years old.
Yeah, you were saying the YouTube video is old.
Well, so I saw something on TikTok. And
Yeah, that's where I found it.
it was an older video that I think you re-uploaded to TikTok, and this is how I found out about because it's released on all like Spotify, Apple Music. Somebody was like, "Hey man," they commented, they're like, "Hey man, you should put this on Spotify," and he was like, "Okay, I did," and like I was like, "Holy shit!" I thought he was joking. I went and looked, and of course it's on there. So it's actually like on like real DSPs that you
Yeah.
can actually listen to. That was awesome. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I was just thinking when you said the Seth Everman, I was like, oh, music, fuck.
Yes, dude. It's such a good album. The last thing I wanted to say, and I could probably spend a half hour on it, but I watched this video from a guy who I can't think of his name right now. I want to put it on screen. Maybe if I'm smart enough in post, I'll like insert myself like something. I don't know his fucking name. It's an older guy. He does a lot of talks about like financial stuff. I think he's British. I can't remember, but he makes like financial videos. But I saw a video that he posted about how much he got paid for 2.3 million views on a video. And to my knowledge, based on a number that I heard from a few different sources, the money that YouTubers would make from a million views was anywhere from like $1,000 to like, $2,500 per million views.
I feel like that's low, but
Now, it all depends on the YouTuber. And this is what this guy explains, you guys, I'm assuming, have heard of CPM, which is essentially as much like the amount of money you make per 1,000 views. And depending on what you watch, depending on the content you make, if it's gaming, you're going to make a little bit less. If it's like, or like general topics, so that you don't have a focused audience, you don't make as much as like, say, somebody who is doing like financial advice or makeup or, whatever it is that they can target those ads. Or like comedy would be something that's a little bit less. Do you guys want to guess how much he made on 2.3 million views? It's not a number I had assumed.
I don't know. I feel like whenever somebody gives me this option, because I would say like 10 times what you just said, like 10,000, 20,000.
10,000? Okay.
But you're going to be like 100,000.
I don't have no idea.
He made $76,000
Yeah, that's
on
crazy.
2.3 million views. That's a CPM of like $55.
That's the CPM of my salary. No.
Like, that is a lot more than I have heard. Because, like PewDiePie, for example, he had a 30 million view video that got taken down. And he made a joke like, oh, there goes $60,000. And so it's like, oh, okay. $2,000 per million. Nice to know. Another girl whose name I can't remember put up a video and said this got 2 million views and she made like 2,500. So it's like, okay, maybe it's between 1,000 and 2,000. But then this guy fucking makes this video and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I guess
76 grand for 2 million views. That is not what I've been told. So fucking hey, but to get $55 per 1,000 views, That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Dude,
money.
Some of these people make a shit ton.
You make one
obviously.
video and you're
Yeah.
good for the fucking year. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, yeah, I feel like they probably get less if they only put up one a year, though. So even if it got that many, but
it just that blew my mind, and it made me be like, we should make more YouTube videos because holy shit, that's a lot of money.
yeah, I don't want to get into it, but I know people were shitting on Critical Penguin Zero on YouTube. You know this guy. I know Sean does. He's just reading something.
The
So
long hair.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
he had a video where he was opening up Pokemon cards and being like spending $30,000 in Pokemon cards, and there was like a joke where he was doing it on stream, and his girlfriend came in and was all like, "You said you would stop," and he was joking about how he was addicted, and people were like giving him shit and giving his girlfriend shit and all this, and he made a video, and he's like, "I don't think you guys realize like how much money I make, and I don't want to like I didn't want to do this, and people are douchebags for being like, yo, I make a lot of money," but he's like, basically, fuck off. You don't know what you're talking about. He's like, let's look at my Twitch subscribers alone. Assume I only make half of whatever the $5 subscription. Assume they're all lowest tier, blah, blah. And he was like, from Twitch alone, I make like $100,000 a month. And I was like, holy fuck, dude, this guy is ridiculous.
And
Not even
like-
counting his YouTube videos, which he puts up multiple a week. They're all like pretty short. It's literally him sitting
And
in
he's
front of
still-
his computer
he's
wearing
still-
a white t-shirt.
Yeah, still can't upgrade his fucking camera and wear a dirty
Like,
white t-shirt.
Dude, he just
it's like,
all of
come
them are
on,
like
dude.
the same, and he gets like millions of views and everything, and he's got like a cult now, and it's great. Everybody loves him and stuff, but it's so funny hearing him talk about that because I know Twitch streamers make a lot. Super hard to make it big on Twitch, even harder,
course.
I would say, than YouTube. But it's nuts to see how much some of these people make just for a YouTube video or for playing games, and there's a lot that
we
goes
should
into it.
start playing games on YouTube, and we should start a Twitch stream. And I've got a webcam. I mean, you're sure you could use one of those as a fucking camera for Twitch?
Oh yeah. I don't really care so much about Twitch more as I do.
There's a lot of money in Twitch.
I know that, but there's also money in YouTube Live.
Yeah, dude,
You
all
can do
the
both at the same time.
all the VTubers use YouTube, so I think we should
Regardless.
follow that train.
We're 15 minutes over.
Oh my god!
So-
Oh
We're
my
gonna have to
God.
cut out 15 minutes.
My gaga.
All right, dude, clip some of this out. Yeah, guys, let's wrap it up.
Oh my
Long sewed. I think we needed it. It was good, and we'll be back next week to talk
Spilled
some
beer
more.
on myself.
Thanks for listening.
Bye bye ballers.
Little
Bye.
ballers brush their teeth.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Debuff is hosted by me, Steve Skeels, edited and mixed by Mason Carlton. Follow us on Instagram at DebuffPod. That's DebuffPod. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.